first. Let's face it, at this time of year we could all do with some more fresh fruit in our lives, but picking the stuff day in, day out is seriously hard graft. British people don't seem to want to do the work, so that's why farms here in the south have taken on thousands of Eastern Europeans. But could we be heading for a problem? Jeremy Stern has the story.
Revered in Roman times, a favourite in 18th century France, and now gobbled up in Great Britain.
We get through more than 150,000 tonnes of strawberries in the UK every year, and these days most of them are homegrown.
We grow strawberries, raspberries, blueberries and some blackberries.
Harry Hall runs the Hall Hunter Partnership, one of the biggest suppliers of soft fruit in the country.
This is a variety called Morling Centenary. It's been bred in the UK, full of flavour, good shelf life, so quite a firm berry, but at the same time having a nice crunch.
That's about the right colour, isn't it? That's
yeah.
Is that what you're looking for?
I think that's ready to pick, yes.
These huge glass houses are built for thousands of plants.
Demand for fresh, natural food has gone through the roof, but meeting that demand wouldn't be possible without the workforce.
I'm Ilian from Bulgaria.
I'm Ovidiu, I'm from Romania.
Veronica, and I'm from Bulgaria.
There's 16 nationalities, probably climbing, 2,500 pickers and 500 full-time workers, 99% of Eastern European.
Marina, Maria, Arek and Anna-Leah have worked here for years.
We live on the house, we live on the cottages here, everything is here. My car is here because we buy with my husband.
Is this home?
Yeah, I thought that it's my home.
Half the food sold in the UK is produced in the UK. The Oxford-based Migration Observatory has researched how foreign labour has shaped what we can eat. Rob McNeil is a deputy director.
So Rob, we've got tomatoes from Holland, we've got some apples from Spain. These ones are from England.
And there's a pretty good chance that all of these were actually harvested by migrant workers.
At the moment, it's easy for people in the EU to work at UK farms, but the government wants to put a stop to freedom of movement, and changes are planned from 2021. Rob McNeil says some companies may have to adapt to survive.
Whatever you do, there are going to be trade-offs associated with it. So businesses that have relied on migrant labour may well need to look at changing their business model, and that may mean introducing technology to harvest things. That means like machines that would potentially pick the fruit for them. They could also look at maybe finding a different set of workers that could work. I mean, that may mean trying to attract people from the UK.
Arek earns twice as much as he would in Poland. Even so, many in horticulture are paid less than £10 an hour. I wondered if that's why I didn't meet any locals in the picking rows.
Do you not think you have a responsibility to increase your wages to employ British workers?
I'd welcome any British person to come and work for us, and we're open. We're an open door. Go on our website, apply for the jobs. And as I say, I don't think it's about pay. I just think it's about people not wanting to do this type of work.
You're smiling. It's like, is it some kind of joke that English people don't work here?
They don't want.
Working here to pick or to do some husbandry jobs, no way.
Soft fruit businesses cashed in when more Eastern European countries joined the EU. But there are all kinds of farms producing British food and drink off the back of foreign elbow grease. Joe moved from Spain to Whitewall Farm in Hampshire.
We milk cows 2 times a day, so our shift is split in 2. I start working at 6 in the morning, and then we finish at 10:30. So we basically milk cows, clean everything, like do some extra things in the morning, and then in the afternoon we start milking again at 3:30 until 7 o'clock or 7:30.
Do you get used to the smell?
Yeah, I actually don't smell anything now anymore. I honestly don't smell, I smell like normal.
Joe was taken on by Jamie Butler, who, like his father and grandfather before him, is in charge of the farm.
EU migrant labour has significantly helped in running this farm over the years. It's all very well being a manager, but the guys doing the work are the ones that are actually going to get the milk in the tank and away to the supermarkets.
The government said that farming is a priority, that it wants to help farmers.
Well, I believe that. I think any government in their right mind realises that they've got to keep the farming cog turning. It's really important that the people who are putting these policies forward think about what's going to happen if the migrant workers don't come in.
With pressures on dairy building up, Jamie's branched out into country sports. I meet Isabel Bretherton from the National Farmers Union in a cafe. She's been beating the drum for British food.
British consumers really want to be able to buy British food and local produce, and we have some of the highest standards in the whole world for animal welfare, food safety and the environment. But without a workforce, we're not going to be able to deliver British food onto British plates.
The government says from 2021 until 2025, so-called low-skilled workers will be able to come here. But it's not clear if Eastern Europeans will qualify for the year-on, year-off visas.
Okay, guys, so I'm very...
An extra 2,500 visas are also being made available to seasonal workers at fruit and vegetable farms this year. The NFU says this is nowhere near enough.
We're going to be in trouble. We've got an awful lot of roles to fill, particularly within horticulture. 75,000 seasonal roles up and down the country.
The government says this pilot scheme could be expanded, and it recognises some businesses rely on migrant labour.
Is there a danger of scaremongering here? You know, the idea that loads of British farms are going to go out of business.
There's a very real chance of supply chain disruption if we do not get sufficient workers.
We were also looking for a house.
Because Analia and her friends are settled in the UK, they should be able to stay here. But after 4 years at the strawberry farm, she's wondering if it's time to head back to Bulgaria anyway.
After the Brexit, when they vote, I start feeling unwanted here. Like, we came here to work. We didn't came to take to the English people's job. We are here because I think that England is in need of us.
The drop in the value of the pound isn't making the UK any more tempting.
It's almost equal like the euro, so we can go in every other country if we are not wanted here.
Hello, you've sent your CV in looking for work, yeah? Have you registered with this agency?
Over the past year, the number of job applications from EU citizens has fallen by a quarter here at Kiwi Recruitment in Chichester. Brendan Cook is the owner.
Recruitment agencies right across West Sussex are having trouble recruiting, especially for the agriculture and horticulture sectors. They're just not there. If you go back 2 years, there was an abundance of staff. It was candidate-led. You didn't have trouble putting people into work. Now they're just not coming.
The government says the changes to immigration laws are in the UK's best interests. The NFU says they'll disrupt business.
Was that a good day? Good party? What did you do?
After 10 years here, Arek may not wait around to see how the politics pan out.
Your girlfriend's now back in Poland.
Yes.
And all your grandparents and parents and they're in Poland.
They are in Poland.
So
They'll never be here.
Only you here.
Yeah.
How often do you see your daughter?
2 times per year, 1 month, 2 months. She has 2 years, I maybe total. I see her 6 months.
If the Polish economy continues to pick up, what is going to keep you here?
Nothing.
Nothing. Really nothing. Yeah. Brexit will be not good for us, not clear. We'll not know where is our place here. For sure everyone will go home.